Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Old Coin Diaries, the home for rare treasures, hidden wealth, and the untold stories behind the coins in your pocket. Today, I am about to reveal the incredible tale of one of the most sought-after coins in European numismatics, the legendary 1999 no mint mark Euro 50-cent coin. This is not just pocket change. This is a golden ticket hiding in plain sight. The year was 1999, a historic moment for Europe. The euro currency had just been introduced in its virtual form, with coins and banknotes scheduled for release in 2002. But even before these coins entered everyday circulation, certain early test strikes and small-scale mint runs were made to prepare for the currency's launch. It was in this preparation phase that the rare 1999 no mint mark 50-cent coin was born. This coin stands out because it lacks a mint mark, the tiny symbol that tells us where a coin was produced. For experienced collectors, a missing mint mark on a coin of this era is like a misprinted stamp or a rare painting. It turns an ordinary object into a priceless collector's item. In a series as vast as the Euro coins, such a minting anomaly is incredibly rare, especially from the first year of issue. What makes this coin so fascinating is not just the absence of the mint mark, but also its place in history. 1999 was the foundation year for the euro. A coin from that year without a mint mark is like finding a rare first-edition book with an unusual printing error. It's a piece of monetary history frozen in time, representing both the birth of a currency and the mystery of a production slip. Collectors all over the world crave first-year issues. But when you add the twist of a minting era, demand skyrockets. The 1999 no mint mark 50-cent coin quickly became a holy grail for many European coin hunters. Its scarcity means that the value has been steadily climbing year after year. Another reason for its desirability is the sheer beauty of the coin. The 50-cent euro features a unique Nordic gold alloy, giving it a warm, golden color that resists tarnishing. Its design varies slightly by country, but the 1999 issue with no mint mark has become a conversation piece. Collectors don't just buy it, they showcase it. Now, here's where it gets exciting. In auctions and private sales, this coin has fetched staggering prices. Depending on condition, provenance, and the eagerness of the buyer, sales have been reported exceeding $5,000 for a single example. In exceptional cases, coins in near-perfect mint state have been valued even higher, touching the $10,000 mark in collector circles. Imagine that, a coin that many people might overlook, worth more than a brand-new motorbike, a luxury vacation, or even a down payment on a house in some parts of the world. That is the kind of hidden value we treasure here at Old Coin Diaries. The reason it reaches such high prices is simple economics: extreme scarcity plus passionate demand. Many collectors want it, but only a tiny number of these coins exist. That means every time one comes up for sale, bidding wars break out, driving prices higher and higher. But there's also a deeper value here. Owning a 1999 no mint mark Euro 50-cent coin means holding a tangible piece of the story of the euro itself. It connects you directly to a pivotal chapter in Europe's modern history, the transition from national currencies to a unified monetary system. Even though the euro has now been in use for over 2 decades, the fascination for its early issues hasn't faded. In fact, it has only grown. The 1999 no mint mark coin is more than just money. It's history, rarity, and art combined into a single piece of metal. And here's something to think about. There could still be a few of these coins sitting unnoticed in old change jars, desk drawers, or inherited collections. Somewhere, perhaps in your own home, one might be waiting to be discovered. That is the thrill of coin collecting, the possibility that an incredible treasure could be hiding in plain sight. When you hold one of these coins in your hand, you're not just holding a small piece of metal. You're holding a time capsule, a rare survivor of a momentous year, and a key to unlocking serious financial value. That is why, if you ever come across a 1999 no mint mark Euro 50-cent coin, you should treat it with the respect it deserves. Protect it, have it authenticated, and understand that you now possess something worth thousands of dollars. In the world of numismatics, opportunities like this don't come often. But when they do, they can change your life. A single coin, worth $15,000 to $16,000, could be sitting in your palm before you even realize it. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, treasures are not just buried in the ground or locked away in museums. Sometimes, they're hiding in your pocket, waiting for you to recognize their worth. The 1999 no mint mark Euro 50-cent coin is proof of that. This is your reminder that even the smallest things can hold the biggest surprises. Keep collecting, keep dreaming, and who knows, maybe you'll be the next lucky person to find one of these golden rarities. Next up, the 2002 F mint mark Euro 50-cent coin. A coin that carries history, rarity, and a future full of potential. The year 2002 marked a monumental moment for Europe. This was the year when the euro became physical reality, replacing centuries-old national currencies in countries across the European Union. Among the many coins struck that year, the 50-cent piece from Germany with the F mint mark holds a special place for collectors and investors alike. That little letter, F, you see on the coin is no ordinary symbol. It represents the Stuttgart Mint, one of Germany's most respected and historic mints. Every mint in Germany is given a letter to identify its coins, and F coins from 2002 have been gaining attention due to their high quality and unique production numbers. For collectors, first-year issue coins are always exciting. But when you combine the first official year of euro coinage with a respected mint's limited output, you get something that stands out in the world of numismatics. The 2002 F mint mark 50-cent coin isn't just a coin. It's a landmark in European monetary history. Many people wonder if such coins can become more valuable in the future. The answer is a confident yes. Historical patterns in coin collecting show that first-year issues, especially those with distinct mint marks, tend to appreciate steadily over time. This is even more true for coins that have been kept in pristine, uncirculated condition. Right now, the 2002 F50 cent can already fetch impressive amounts depending on its state. In top-grade mint condition, collectors have been willing to pay up to $6,000 for exceptional examples. Circulated coins naturally sell for less, but even those in great shape are selling for far more than their face value. And here's where it gets exciting, the future potential. Based on current trends, as fewer high-quality 2002 F coins remain in the market, prices could climb dramatically. In a few decades, we may see these coins reaching $8,000 or even $11,000 in auctions, particularly if demand for early euro coins continues to rise worldwide. Part of what drives this value is the emotional and historical connection. The euro is still relatively young as a currency, and these early coins represent a pivotal moment of unity in European history. Collectors in the future will look back on 2002 as the birth year, making coins from that year especially sought after. The 2002 F also stands out for its craftsmanship. The Nordic gold alloy used gives it a rich golden hue that doesn't tarnish easily. Over time, well-preserved examples will retain their beauty, making them visually striking additions to any collection. Imagine holding one of these coins in your hand years from now, knowing it's a survivor from the very first batch of euros struck in Stuttgart. It's more than just money. It's a time capsule, carrying the ambition of a continent. In auctions today, we are already seeing competitive bidding for high-grade examples. Collectors understand that now is the time to secure such coins before prices push them out of reach. A few smart buyers are even holding on to multiple copies as an investment, waiting for the right moment to sell. And it's not just European collectors who are interested. Numismatists from the United States, Asia, and the Middle East have been adding early euro coins to their holdings, seeing them as an important part of global currency history. This international demand could be the driving force that pushes the value of the 2002 F50 cent higher than anyone expects. If you come across one of these coins, especially in uncirculated condition, protect it carefully. Store it in a protective case, avoid cleaning it, and have it professionally graded if possible. This will preserve its maximum value for when the right buyer comes along. At Old Coin Diaries, we have seen countless stories of people discovering treasures in their change jars or inherited collections. The thrill of realizing you've been holding something worth hundreds, or even thousands of dollars is unmatched. The current market shows no signs of slowing for rare early euro coins. And as time goes on, the 2002 F mint mark 50 cent will only become harder to find in pristine shape. This scarcity is what makes prices soar in the world of coin collecting. Even if you're not ready to sell now, think of this coin as a golden savings bond, one that will quietly grow in value as the years pass. A coin bought or found today for a few $100s could be worth thousands to your children or grandchildren. Remember, rarity, history, and demand are the three pillars of numismatic value. The 2002 F mint mark 50 cent coin has all three in abundance. That is why it's not just valuable now, but it has the potential to become one of the most coveted Euro coins of the century. So, ladies and gentlemen, keep your eyes sharp. Check your change, browse coin shows, and talk to fellow collectors. Your next big treasure could be one of these gleaming golden pieces from 2002. This is the beauty of coin collecting. History in your hand, value in your pocket, and the possibility of a future fortune. The 2002 F Mintmark Euro 50-cent coin is a perfect example of that magic. Next up, the fascinating 2004 G Mintmark Euro 50-cent coin. A coin that continues to captivate collectors, stir bidding wars, and spark the imagination of treasure hunters around the world. To understand why this coin is so valuable, we must step back into 2004. The euro was still a relatively new currency in circulation, having replaced the Deutsche Mark in Germany only 2 years earlier. Each German euro coin carries a tiny mintmark letter that reveals where it was struck. The letter G is the mark of the Karlsruhe Mint, a facility with a history of exceptional craftsmanship and smaller production runs compared to some of the other German mints. This 2004 issue is especially attractive to collectors for its minting quality and the fact that coins from Karlsruhe often circulate less widely than those from larger mints. The G Mintmark coins are known to be less common in high grades, making pristine examples a real prize. Now, you might be wondering, who actually wants to buy this coin? The answer is, a lot of people. Coin collecting is one of the largest hobbies in the world, and euro coins have gained a massive international following. In Europe alone, there are thousands of serious collectors who actively hunt down mintmark varieties. Add to that the American, Asian, and Middle Eastern collectors who view early euro issues as future classics, and you have a global demand that shows no signs of slowing down. The beauty of this demand is that it creates competition, and competition drives up prices. Collectors who miss out on one auction are often willing to bid higher in the next, knowing that coins in top condition won't be available forever. Right now, the 2004 G Mintmark Euro 50-cent coin can sell for anywhere between $6,800 and $9,200 in excellent condition, with some of the finest graded examples fetching even more when two determined bidders go head-to-head. While the everyday circulated version might not reach those highs, mint state coins are consistently pulling in strong numbers at both public auctions and private sales. What makes this even more exciting is the coin's potential for the future. Early 2000s euro coins are starting to enter a new phase in the collector market. As time passes, pristine examples are becoming rarer because most coins have been used in circulation. Those that remain untouched are essentially survivors, and survivors become trophies. The 2004 G stands out not only because of scarcity in high grades, but also because of its place in the evolution of euro coinage. This was a time when the euro was settling into everyday life, yet still felt new and symbolic of European unity. Holding a 2004 G is like holding a chapter of that story in your hands. The Nordic gold alloy used in the 50-cent coin gives it a rich, warm hue that collectors love. It's durable, but still, only a small fraction of coins maintain that brilliant mint luster after 2 decades. This is why collectors pay more for those untouched examples. In coin shows and online forums, the 2004 G often comes up in conversations about smart investments. Collectors who purchased them years ago at modest prices are now seeing their holdings double or triple in value. Those who are acquiring them today are betting that the next 10 to 20 years will bring even bigger returns. The number of buyers far exceeds the number of top-grade coins available, and this imbalance is the golden recipe for long-term price growth. Think about it. More people want it, fewer coins remain, and the clock keeps ticking. That is how value builds. Imagine coming across one of these coins in an old coin jar or inherited collection. You might be looking at something worth over $12,000 today, and potentially $14,000 or more in the future. That's not just collecting. That's finding an asset that appreciates in your pocket. Every time one of these coins sells at a premium, it strengthens its reputation as a valuable and desirable piece. Collectors take notice, and each high sale fuels the next. This is why keeping your eyes open now is so important. Once the majority are in long-term collections, finding one will be far harder. One of the great joys of numismatics is the possibility of discovery. Somewhere, in circulation or in a forgotten drawer, there are still a few perfect 2004 G Mintmark coins waiting for someone to recognize their worth. That moment of realization, when you understand you've found something truly special, is priceless. The 2004 G Mintmark Euro 50 cent is not just another coin. It's a bridge between history and value, between the early days of the euro and the collector market of tomorrow. This coin's story is one of craftsmanship, scarcity, and opportunity. It was made to serve as currency, but its destiny is to be a coveted collectible. And as the years go by, that destiny becomes more certain. For collectors and investors alike, it's a reminder that sometimes the most valuable treasures are not locked in vaults or displayed in museums. They're waiting in your change, in your collection, or in the hands of someone who doesn't yet know what they hold. So, ladies and gentlemen, the message is clear. Keep searching, keep learning, and never underestimate the power of a small coin to hold a big value. The 2004 G Mintmark Euro 50 cent is living proof that history and fortune can fit in the palm of your hand. Next up, the legendary 2002 A Mintmark Euro 50 cent coin. The year 2002 was no ordinary year for Europe. It was the moment the euro officially entered daily life, replacing long-standing national currencies across multiple countries. This was a landmark in history, and coins from this year hold a special place in the hearts of collectors. The 50-cent coin with the A Mintmark is one of the rarest and most sought after from this era. That A on the coin is not just a letter. It marks the Berlin State Mint, the oldest operating mint in Germany, dating back to the 13th century. The Berlin Mint has a reputation for precision, limited production numbers, and some of the finest coin strikes in Europe. In 2002, their coins were among the very first euros to roll off the presses. Why is this coin so valuable? It's a perfect storm of factors: first-year issue, historical significance, top minting quality, and growing global demand for early euro coins. Collectors know that once these coins enter long-term collections, they rarely come back to market. Right now, in mint condition, the 2002 A Mintmark Euro 50 cent has been known to sell for between $8,800 and $12,500, with exceptional examples reaching up to $14,500 in competitive auctions. And as with all rare coins, the value is steadily climbing. The potential is enormous. Within the next 10 to 20 years, top-grade coins could realistically reach $15,800 or even higher. The big question is, where can you get one? The truth is, finding a 2002 A in pristine condition isn't easy. They occasionally appear in specialized coin shops, high-end European auctions, and reputable online marketplaces that deal with rare currency. Sometimes, they can even be found in private sales when a collector decides to part with a duplicate. If you're lucky enough to already own one, the question becomes, where should you sell it? The answer depends on your strategy. If you want quick money, you can sell it through established online auction platforms or major coin dealers. If you want the highest possible price, you'll need to have it graded by a professional coin grading service, and then place it in an auction that attracts serious international buyers. But should you even sell it right now? Many collectors would say no. Keep it, seal it, and wait. This coin is still young in numismatic terms, and its value is likely to grow significantly in the coming decades. Holding on to it could turn your $16,500 coin into a $18,000 or $21,000 treasure. If you decide to keep it, you must store it properly. A coin like this should be placed in a protective, airtight capsule or sealed in a tamper-proof holder after professional grading. This prevents scratches, fingerprints, and exposure to air, all of which can lower its value. The A Mintmark 50 cent is also a coin that speaks to the collector's heart. It's not just about the money. It's about holding a piece of history from the exact moment Europe took a massive leap into a shared future. In decades to come, people will look back at 2002 as the year the euro was born, and coins from that year will be prized like gold. Buyers for this coin are everywhere, from Germany to the United States, from France to Japan. The global collector market ensures that demand will stay strong, and in fact, as more collectors discover the rarity of this piece, competition will only get fiercer. Another reason to keep it is that rare coins tend to outperform many traditional investments over long periods. They are tangible assets that can be passed down, and their rarity protects them from inflation in a way that paper assets can't match. Imagine telling your children or grandchildren that the small golden-colored coin in your collection is worth thousands of dollars. That's the kind of story that makes a collector's heart race. The current trend in the numismatic market is clear. Early euro coins in pristine condition are rising in value. The 2002 A Mintmark 50 cent is a prime example of this upward movement. Every year, a few more are locked away in private collections, leaving fewer for future buyers. If you do own one, you're already holding a winner. The decision to sell or keep is yours, but my advice is to think long-term. With proper care, this coin can become one of the crown jewels of your collection and a significant financial asset. This is what we love here at Old Coin Diaries, discovering coins that combine history, beauty, and value. The 2002 mint mark Euro 50 cent is one of those rare finds that ticks every box.